Hey guys, this is Joe. In this video, I'm going to show you how to pull comments from any subreddit that you want and have them copied over to a Google Sheet. So then you can review them and find which comments maybe you want to reply to, or which even what common problems there are, and so on out there. So let's get started. So first off, I'm in Reddit now, and I'm gonna try to find a subreddit on automation, because that's what this channel is about. So say if I wanted to make some comments or so on, find the comments on that. What I did, I typed the search automation. I went to communities, and there's a whole bunch of different communities on automation. Here's the first one I found. A lot of visitors, so there'd be a lot of comments. So I'm going to click on that, and so this is the one we're going to pull the comments from. Next, what we want to do is make a Google Sheet. So I've got this Google Sheet called Reddit. I don't have the columns yet. I'm going to wait until we populate it. Then I'll create the columns. But we have it all set to go. So now we're in make.com, and let's start building the scenario. So we're in scenarios, and what we want to do is just create a new scenario. So it's right here, create scenario. And then we're going to start off with do a Reddit search for comments. So let's show more, or let's watch for new comments in a subreddit. So that's what we want. So you want to put your connection in here. If you don't have a connection, you can click add, and all you got to do is log in, and so it's not a big deal. Here is the subreddit. We want to put in what our name of our subreddit is. So you just want the /r/ whatever the subreddit is. So we're going to go to here, and I'm just going to copy this from /r/automation. So Control-C to copy it. I'm going to paste it in here. So we got our subreddit, and how many do we want? For the first time, let's just do one, just so we can get some data in here. And let's do choose manually. Let's just pick an old comment. Just here's one from yesterday. Click save, and then let's just run this just so we can get some data in here. So I'm going to run it, and there. So now here's our output, and you can see there's a subreddit ID, the link title. What's the title of the link that we're pulling from? And there's just a whole mess of information. Here's the user info for the user that made the comment. Let's see, look, there's 2 comments on this post. Here's the author's full name. Here's the author, internal walk 4956. And we scroll down more, there's a lot more information. Here's the link URL. So that's it. So we have that information in there. So now what we want to do is we want to set up a Google Sheet where we're going to post this to. We could do add a row, but if we're going to add 20 or 30 records or like comments, each one's going to cost a credit. And I mean, you get 1,000 credits to use if you're on the free plan. So this is going to add up quick. But if we do bulk add rows, that's only going to come up as 1 credit. So that's what we want to do. But we're going to have to put an array aggregator in here before to combine all these records. But we'll do that in a second. So we want to connect to Google Sheet. I want to put my Google connection. If you don't have one, you click add, and you log yourself in. I'm going to do the ID finder, and what's the name of the file? It's make.com. It's just the name of my sheet. I'll click OK. It's going to search, and it found it. And now we want to pick the sheet name. So I want the drop down, so I'm going to uncheck my map. And Reddit. Reddit's the name of the sheet. See if we got it here. See, name is Reddit. The column range, we'll just do A to Z. We won't have more than 26 columns. You don't need that many. And then rows, that's where our data is going to go. But for now, we don't have that set up, but we needed to set up the Google Sheet first. So we'll come back to finishing that off. So next, what we want to do is add a module. And this is where we're going to put the array aggregator in here. And the source is Reddit. And then the target structure is Google Sheets rows. So now here's where we're going to just start adding in the whatever columns we want to pull. So here's column 1, and now we've got this information here already too, so we can kind of see what we want to pull. Do we need the subreddit ID? I mean, we only really need that if we're going to do other modules here. Like you can post right to through make.com, but that's just for another video. I'm not going to do that now. But let's call it subreddit. It's just the name of the subreddit, which is automation. So that's the first column. Second column, the body. That's the actual comment. So we're going to put that there. Next, let's find out how many number of comments. Here's the link title. The link author, if you want that. The link URL, we want this. Then we can see where the actual post is. That's we're going to need to know that if we want to go to that post quickly. We don't need that. Here's the author. So I'm going to click that. Although you don't really need it, but I'm just going to put it. That's fine. You can come in here and change these or add more items. Created. Let's put the created so we know the date and time of it. Add another column. Let's see, is there anything else that we want? So we scroll down. You can see there's a lot of fields that have nothing in them, so we don't need them. A lot of these aren't that important for what we want. We already have the link in there, which is the URL, the link URL. So that should be it. I think that's good. So let's delete that. So we're just going to pull in the 7 columns. Mainly we want the comment and the link title and the URL because we're going to want to go to that. So we're going to click save. So now we have all the data coming through. Starting off here, this is going to pull it. Actually, let's change this back to 20. Click save. Let's change where we're going to start. I'm going to just change this back to all. All the data is going to come in here. It's going to be compiled into one big array, and then we're going to throw it into Google Sheets. And then we can review Google Sheets. So let's run this, and let's see how it goes. And there we go. See, it ran it. Now if we click on this output, we'll see output, it says bundle 1. We check it down, there's bundle 2, bundle 3, because it should be 20 different comments that we got in there. However, we put them all into one array. So this little number 1, that means how many credits you used. You only use 1 credit. And then from the array, we put into Google Sheets. It looks like a success. So now let's go to make.com. Oh, and you see, nothing went through. What we forgot to do is in Google Sheets, here's rows. It needs to tell us where our rows are. So we want to put the array in there. And we click save. Now, since we already ran, I want to choose where to start. Let's just choose manually. Let's just start further down, just to so we get some data in there. Because what it probably did, it probably ran the 20 most recent comments, and now there's no more comments waiting to be pulled. So if I go back down there, 20 or 30 comments down, it should work. So let's run it again. So that's a good way to learn how to troubleshoot items. We found out that we were missing error in the Google Sheets, and we went back in here and we fixed it. So now we've got everything. And here again, we've got output, bundle 1, bundle 2, bundle 3, all the way down to bundle 20. You can also click here and put download output bundles, and you can see it's in JSON format. This is all the data that we pulled. So let's go to our Google Sheet, and there we go. Now we have all our data. We may want to fix this up a little bit. What I would probably do is insert a row and start putting titles in here just so I know what they are. This is the comment. I'm not going to go through it all now, but you could easily just go in and do that. And now what we can do we can set this up to run. I got to just run once. We can go on here. We can run at regular intervals. We're going once a day. If we want to do this every day, maybe we want to do this 3 times a day. So we might want to run this, say, every 8 hours. So 8 hours would be every 480 minutes. And then you click save, and then it's going to run it every 8 hours. And all it's going to do, it's going to bulk add rows. It's going to add rows to this. So in 8 hours, it's going to add another 20 comments onto here. So then it'll just keep adding on. And then what you can do, instead of like going into Reddit and looking for read the comments, you can scroll through here and see which ones you might be interested in. Here's the comment. Here's the title. So this is the title. You may want to scroll through the titles and say, oh, build 15 AI agent workflows. This looks kind of interesting. So then, like, what's the comment? Insane work week. And then when you be like, oh, okay, this looks interesting. Maybe I'm going to go into that. Here's the link. Now, if we just click on it, let's see. I can just copy it, paste it in here, and there we go. You're right, taken right to the comment, build 15 AI agent workflows. You could scroll down. I mean, you could find that comment in here, or you can look for other comments and just post whatever you want. So this is just an overview of how you can pull in comments from Reddit to Google Sheets. There's so many other things you can do. There's the API for Reddit is really great. You can do a lot of things with it. I mean, you don't want to abuse it by posting too much, by posting spam and all. But I'm going to make more videos on this. And don't forget to check out our links below to our other video courses and all the other important links that on ways to keep in touch with us. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks.